Val Stevens, and I'm chairperson of the Old Bakehouse Millennium Green Trust, and I'm here today as part of our garden party.
Tell us a little bit about the Millennium Green, how it got started and what it used to be like.
Right, well 21 years ago this year, in the Millennium, it was a derelict piece of land originally, and somebody called Bridget Gubbins, who lives in Bakehouse Yard, had the brainwave of getting Millennium funding and developing the derelict bomb site, as it was, into a wonderful community garden. And she raised money from local businesses and the council and Millennium funding, and a landscape architect was employed and people volunteered, and we became a charity, and after a lot of hard work it became a lovely garden for people to enjoy.
So really, what was the purpose? Was it to give something to the people of Morpeth?
Yes, I think it was to make use of an ugly piece of land, and to stop it being used for anything else, and to provide a place for people to come and sit just behind the shopping area, and just relax and enjoy themselves.
So tell us a little bit about the people who run the green.
Well, it's a trustee. There's 10 trustees, and we're a charity, and we get a very lovely grant from the Morpeth Parish Council, or the Town Council, who without which we wouldn't be able to employ a gardener. Otherwise, we'd have to do all the work if he wasn't here. So he comes every fortnight in the spring and summer and autumn, and does the garden. We just turn up for extra gardening when we feel there's a need. If we've got something coming on, like today, for example, we came down last week and did some more weeding.
Now, I believe that the green's also been recognised.
Yes, we managed to get the Green Flag Award every year. It's the community award. I think it's something like 15 years. Something like 15, yeah, 15 or 16 years, I can't remember exactly how it is. 15 years at least. We've had it every year, which is quite an amazing feat for one place.
And what about your 21st birthday celebrations?
Yeah, yes, in October we're going to celebrate the Millennium Green being created. We were going to have it last year, but because of COVID we couldn't. So we're having it this year, and we're just going to invite. We've got about 30 friends who help with various things in the green, and they're going to be invited. And also the people who we know are still around, who were involved in the setting up of the green in the first place. So, and the town council, of course, will come.
So how do you go about raising money to support your work?
Well, this is what today's all about, really. This is our biggest fundraising event of the year, and we usually do quite well, and we've been really pleased to see so many people coming and spending money, which we will need. For example, we have to replace benches, and we have to replace garden shrubs that have died, and this sort of thing. So there's always money to be spent on. There's always a need for money to be spent.
Now, earlier you mentioned the pandemic. Can you tell us a little bit about what the greens meant to people during the pandemic?
Well, I know for a fact that when the cafes, people weren't allowed to go in cafes, a lot of people could go and get a coffee and bring it in here. And we were really pleased to see how many people were using it. And I think people who didn't know about the green discovered it and were told about it by friends, and so it became very popular and very, very well used. We were worried about social distancing, but that wasn't a problem. People did the seats are well spread out, so it was well used, and we were pleased about that.
And what about the future of the Millennium Green? How do you see it?
Well, we hope it'll be here forever, because it's so beautiful and so well loved. But we do need some young blood to come in. All the trustees are in their 70s, very active and fit at the minute. But we do need some young people to volunteer to become, trustees and and think about the future of the green.
And how would people do that?
Well, they could contact the secretary, Rod Matheson. There's a leaflet in the green which tells you how the website address. Morpeth. We have got a Millennium Green website, and or you can ring the secretary and speak to him, and that's the best way.